All right. Welcome to Walker Talks, week 2 of quarantine. Full week 2.
I think
week
so.
3. What are weeks anymore? What are days? Just a mishmash of
I saw a thing that was
sun
like,
rising.
this past week has been the longest year of my life. So true.
Yep. So this week, we were inside.
I haven't
Brooklyn
left the
hasn't
house.
left.
Like, literally not a single toe has left the apartment in a full week. Last Saturday was the last time I left the house. So it's been a while.
Oof. Yeah.
We've started just
I've
like...
taken out the trash, so...
Yeah. I saw another thing that was like, I gotta take out the trash today. I'm so excited. I don't know what to wear. Can't decide what to wear. But Matt's been like laying out in the sun to get his vitamin D every day, which is good.
Feels good. It's hard to be cooped up for so long, but we'll do it. As a matter of fact, Los Angeles has made it so if you are out of your house for non-essential reasons, so for not going to the store, to the doctor's office, to a pharmacy, if you're outside of your house, you can be sent home and fined if you don't leave. So they've closed all the parks, all the trails, everything. All the beaches. As a matter of fact, somebody got $1,000 fine because he refused to stop surfing at the beach.
Ooh,
and he was like, I think he was like the only person there, but still they're like, so they're enforcing it. So we are on a real life government lockdown. Yeah. Where the other ones, the last couple weeks actually have been like, they say don't do it, but it's just been a suggestion. Now they're actually like enforcing it. So got freaky.
It is. I've like read in books about curfews and different things like this. And it's just crazy to actually experience it. Mm-hmm. But it's good knowing that this is just temporary and that we don't have like a permanently oppressive government.
Yeah. You better be.
Not yet.
We're going to. But yeah, so that's kind of what we've been doing. We've just been in a lot. So because of that, we've been baking a lot of different things, and we've been Brooklyn's ordering out, doing some kind of different stuff. So the last week, Brooklyn made tortillas.
I did homemade tortillas. Doesn't require yeast, so that's good. No. Although we will talk about yeast in a second. Yeah. But we only have bread flour, got a lot of flour. And so they're kind of teeny because it has a lot of gluten, and so they just like come back together. And so they were tiny and thick, but very delicious.
Yeah, they were really yummy. I kind of like thicker homemade tortillas, though. Mm-hmm. More than like just a normal like a flat tortilla.
Especially if you make like a quesadilla or something, and it's kind of like grilled, or you put it in the toaster.
Or even yummy. Just like when they're small and kind of like thick like that, and you make like a little taco. Like a normal little taco, but they're kind of more dense. Mm-hmm. It's like a chalupa. I actually don't know what a chalupa is, but that's what I imagine a chalupa is.
I don't either, actually.
But yeah, they were really good, and yeah, so we're having an issue. I did go to the store this week as I had to drop off a package, and as I was driving back, I was passing a Smart & Final, and I was like, "There's no line." Because there have been lines at all the grocery stores. And so it's like, oh, there's no line. I'm going to just pop in. So I popped in and grabbed a bunch of stuff. But they were like rationing things. Like you could only take 2 bread products. So you could either get a loaf of like 2 loaves of bread or like 1 loaf of bread and a bag of tortillas. And so I got a couple bags of tortillas. And then they were doing the same with canned fruit and canned vegetables and only 1 pasta per person and like all this stuff. It was really like surreal. Like I've never walked into a store and not been able to buy everything on the shelf. Like I never had the money for that. But if I did and I wanted to, I could buy the whole store out. That's like it's not right now. It's just like they are rationing things, and it's kind of unofficially. I mean, obviously it's like every store kind of is doing it differently, but most stores are doing it right now, which is crazy. But there was no yeast, and a lot of the things that we've been making require yeast, like bread or pizza. You have to have yeast, and we're running low on yeast. And so I started a yeast starter, like a sourdough, like a sourdough starter thing, and it's sitting on top of our fridge growing yeast. And so we haven't baked with it yet because it's still kind of like growing, but I'll probably bake with it in the next couple of days and we'll let you know how that turns out. It smells yeasty.
Bubbly and frothy.
Yeah, it's
So that's making sourdough then? Is that how you make sourdough, is with a starter?
Yes. Well, that, and then you add flour to it.
Sourdough.
I don't know what makes sourdough exactly sourdough.
It's like a living starter that makes
but the yeast that we use is all like just dry yeast is still like a living yeast. You put it in and it activates and then it grows and does its thing. I don't know. I mean, I'm sure it'll taste different because it smells a little like more sour, but some sourdough starters are just like you just set out you just start by putting water and flour in, and eventually yeast in the air, like the yeast spores in the air, will find their way into it and then grow in it.
It's freaky.
Like, so it's wild yeast. I don't know what will happen. This I actually put like a couple grains of like actually active yeast like that we had in our fridge to get it started quickly so that we could get it going. I don't know what's gonna happen. We'll keep you updated on that. But yeah, we've been doing that mostly for pizza. I've been making pizza, and the last couple of pizzas have been really good.
They have been good, like a thin, nice,
thin crust, chewy crust. But also we've been ordering out. We've used Grubhub a couple times, and right now they're like suspending certain fees, like
the delivery fee.
Is it the delivery fee?
I think so.
Oh yeah, so it's like it's cheaper to order through them than some other places. So we've been using that, and it's been nice. It's still, I don't know. I don't like ordering delivery very much. Even like from a pizza place, I don't like ordering delivery.
There's just like a certain experience from being there with all the smells. And
definitely. But also I get like
fresh
anxious.
And still warm when it's like put on your table versus when it's delivered to your house. It's like a little bit cold.
Yeah.
So
I do get like a little anxious too though when I'm ordering, especially when I have to call an order, but also just like, I don't know. It's like, I don't want these guys to have to deliver this for me. Like, I feel lazy. I order out.
Although right now.
Right. I mean, it's necessary.
It's funny that a lot of like lazy things are considered like responsible, heroic. Like they're
stay inside. And
this picture of a guy like sprawled out on a couch, his belly showing. And it's like in 2019, he was like
lazy.
A lazy dude, and then in 2020 is like responsible adult. It's like the same picture. Anyways, no, but it is good to like be patronizing supporting these local businesses,
because businesses are getting destroyed right now. So
scary.
Anyway, so that's been nice. I would not recommend. I mean, if you need to get something, Grubhub's not bad because they'll deliver from like places that don't have delivery.
This kind of depends on what it is. I guess.
It does. Yeah, delivery food. I don't know. It's just weird, and maybe right now it doesn't matter. But normally, I don't recommend ever using like DoorDash or Grubhub or any of those things because it's like
I like getting out and
I like getting out, but also most of the time it's like it's faster sometimes just to go get it.
That's true.
Like even if you just order it, go pick it up and come back, like it's faster than that. And I don't know. I don't love it. But last week we watched Onward, the new Pixar movie that just came out. So it's actually a bunch of movies are doing this where they are still in theaters, but are also
not right now.
No, they are. Yeah, just
are?
not here. There are theaters open in the United States. It's just Los
in
Angeles.
LA,
it's closed.
Everything's closed.
Right, but it was like out for 2 weeks or a week, and then they immediately put it on digital to buy. And so
you can't rent it though. You have to buy it.
And so Hannah, Brooklyn's sister, so Hannah bought it, and we watched it. It was really good. I liked it a lot.
Yeah,
I liked it a lot.
Sweet story.
It was really sweet and really fun. And I was skeptical at first because of some designs, and Brooklyn and I talk about designs a lot. Mm-hmm. And so since we haven't seen it and all we've seen are pictures of it kind of thing, or like it's like easy to be like, oh, that's ugly. Ew. This movie's going to be terrible. Yeah.
Okay.
Well, there's a manticore.
Yeah, the manticore, when I first saw it in the trailer, I was like, what is that? Like, that is the weirdest looking
and
thing.
there are some, like, it's pretty
once you
weird
see it
design.
kind of like moving and playing, it's like
it's not
better. Too bad.
It's a pretty good movie and a pretty good character.
Yeah. But at first I was like, what is that?
Yeah, Brooklyn was pretty worried about that.
Lipstick and the high heels. And,
but there was like a reason though.
Yeah, no, I can see it now.
So
it's a little jarring.
It was, but super good. I would recommend it. This one, it's a really good one.
Yeah, it's sweet. It's a cute story.
Yeah, so
I liked it.
And then we watched. Was it like the same night that we watched?
Probably.
Or like, I don't remember. I don't remember when any of these days happened. We also watched Yesterday, last week, which the premise is that this struggling musician. There's this struggling musician, and the world undergoes this weird moment where all the lights turn out, and then all the lights come back on, but every thing about the Beatles has just disappeared. Nobody remembers who they are.
Like they didn't happen.
Exist.
Like
it didn't
nothing
happen.
happened.
But this guy still remembers the Beatles. And basically it's the idea of like him like doing their songs again kind of thing. It's pretty. I actually thought it was interesting, and it was a really nice concept. It was a really nice like I really liked the music. Like they kind of like they didn't update the Beatles music, but kind of covered it in a very like respectful and like really nice way kind of thing. It was interesting.
It made me realize how beautiful their songs are, though, especially as Matt's been learning the guitar. It's like if you are just barely learning the guitar, you try to string two chords together, it's like really hard and painful. But it makes you realize like these songs are really well done. Like just beautiful chords and progression.
Yeah, so I would recommend it. It's really good.
It is good. There's
like kind of like this love interest thing that's like kind of cheesy and cringy. But other than that, it's pretty good. Yeah. I would recommend it. Really clean, really funny.
Yeah.
And really just has a really interesting premise. So, and then Brooklyn also, I think these are the ones we watched the same night. We watched yesterday.
Yeah, that's right.
And then Brooklyn wanted to watch Abominable, which is a DreamWorks movie that they did recently about a Yeti.
Mm-hmm. I do think it's interesting that
I didn't watch it.
Matt didn't watch it. I just watched it. That studios seem to like gravitate towards certain subjects. So last year there was Smallfoot, Abominable, and The Missing Link, all in the same year, right? Weren't they in the same calendar year?
Yeah, in the same.
Either that,
or
not
like the same close. Calendar year, but in the same like 365
and I wonder how that happens. Is it just like you sign an NDA, but everyone still talks anyways, and so they're like, "Oh, DreamWorks is doing the movie about Yeti. Let's do one about one too." Anyways.
I don't know how that works.
I personally didn't like it like at all. I thought it was well done as far as like visually, like very stunning and beautiful. Even, I don't know, the movement of the characters was like a little. It felt like DreamWorks took a step back 10 years in their animation.
It was like a B, just like a B team. It felt like
which is surprising,
like a kids TV show type animation.
Yeah.
It was kind of I'm saying this stuff because I watched some of it, but I did not have the sound in my ears. I just kind of caught glimpses of it while Brooklyn was watching it with headphones.
But yeah, I personally didn't. I don't know what it was about it. Like the story was just very what's the word? Convenient. Like the things that happened only happened to progress the plot forward and for no other reason. Like certain things didn't make sense as far as like his magical powers and stuff. And anyways,
would not recommend.
Yeah, I don't know. It was a little bit weak for me.
But I'm sure kids would like it though. I mean, it's kind of...
Yeah, no, it was fun. Like as far as like an adventure story goes, but for me, I didn't like it.
Yeah.
And it was surprising. It was designed by the same guy, or a lot of the designs were done by the same guy that did like Kung Fu Panda and How to Train Your Dragon. So like phenomenal designer, but it seems like he was trying to like repeat the same successes as those movies, but like still trying to make it different, and it just, I don't know, it didn't work for me.
It didn't like settle, but
yeah. Also, Abominable, or his name's Everest, but his eyes are like super big in the middle of his hairline and his lips, like right in the middle, but his nostrils are like
higher,
slightly closer to his hairline. So the whole movie, it feels like his face is upside down, and it drives me crazy. Like, I can't tell what I'm looking at. Anyways, but cute movie, but I just didn't like it.
Which is fine.
Yeah, it is fine.
Yeah, and then, so the last... Yeah. But last week, so for the last 2 weeks, Brooklyn has been between projects. 4 weeks?
Past 4 weeks.
Holy cow. Between projects at Sony. So, basically, right as this all started to happen, the one project she was on, they were like, okay, well, we don't need you anymore. And they were going to move her on to something else, but they weren't available for a while. So we were just kind of in limbo. Brooklyn's been drawing and trying to keep up on that stuff, but didn't have like a project she was assigned to. And so
it was pretty nerve-wracking.
Yeah, we've been kind of nervous because it's like, I mean, millions of people are losing their jobs. And it's just, you know, if you're in between projects and not like already on one, it's kind of a scary thing. But they finally got back to her and launched her onto her next project, which is super secret top. Super top secret is what it is.
Top secret.
Top secret.
Like even within the studio, people aren't really talking about it. I had never heard about it.
It's like she's like one of the first designers on it.
Yeah, which is fun.
But
cool. Also freaky because sometimes that's the hardest part. It's when like they don't have a vision really.
So this next show is going to be good. We're back on it. We're very relieved.
Yes, and it was kind of good timing. So I was like renegotiating with Sony, because I got like this potential offer from another studio. But I'm glad that we hadn't like worked things out, because if they had like bumped my pay or something, it's easier to let go of people who are getting paid more. And so I'm like, anyways, it's like a blessing in disguise kind of.
Yeah.
That like it didn't work out at that time, but now it's like, you know, I'm not going to be pushing for that until things kind of settle down.
Yeah. And it and also like that she didn't change jobs right before this happened or anything like that. It's just, it was really good. It's been a real blessing that she's been able to stay on and that they've had something for her and everything. So we really do feel blessed with that. We were talking about this earlier, but the quarantine has been, so it got more serious. So they're like really enforcing it, but also they put in that order to enforce it until April 19th, which is 3 weeks.
About 3 weeks
About 3 weeks away. So, holy moly.
Mm-hmm.
That's just like, it's 3 weeks from today, actually. Or from tomorrow. No, today. No, tomorrow. So, anyway, I mean, that's a long time. It's kind of freaky. But baby is doing good. She's healthy. And she's really good at sitting up. Really good at crawling around. Mm-hmm. And she likes to climb up onto things now. Low things. I mean, she can't get up. But she's fallen over a couple times trying to get into her rocker, like her little
rock and play thing.
She's fallen over a couple times trying to get into the, like, she doesn't want to get into it, but she's like climbing up onto like her carrier sits on the ground, or she like loves to hang out under the coffee table. There's like a little ledge that she crawls up onto, and then she's climbed up on my like guitar case and stuff. Yeah. It's cute.
Or yesterday I was laying down and she like tried to climb up onto me.
She's just like moving really well and it's super fun. So cute. Makes me want to die. But not, because I love her too much. So that's happening. Brooklyn did a watercolor workshop with my sisters via Marco Polo.
I did. So yeah, there's this artist named Sarah Nightingale, I think. But she just did this 3-part tutorial on watercolors. So she provided like a reference and just kind of like simplified it down with a sketch and then taught us how to watercolor in. Even then though, she was like, just do this. And she like just brushes or paints this beautiful thing. And I'm like over here trying to like slap water on. Anyways, it was really cool and I learned a lot. But watercolor is really tricky. I'd like to do more of it though, because it's really fun. It's just really relaxing, and yeah, fun medium. So that's in the works.
Yeah, pretty fun.
Pretty cool.
Last night we played Dungeons and Dragons with my family, which has been really fun. I've been putting together kind of like the module and stuff, and I've been excited to play with everyone. And we're halfway through it, so I'll have to play one more time, but it's really fun to play with everyone, and getting like everybody onto Discord and onto Roll20. It's just like, I don't know, it's fun to do when we all can't be together, like no one can be together. It's fun to find ways to be together, even if it's just hearing each other's voices or playing games together online or something. It's actually a miracle that we can do that. I love it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
it's amazing.
It is. So that's fun. Can't wait for the next sesh. And then last things you.
Oh yeah. So that Society of Visual Storytelling course, the gesture drawing course I did. So that online school, they give like a free subscription to the teachers, like a lifetime subscription. And so I was like, sweet. And they have like a bunch of perspective courses, which I stink at. Anyways, and so I just started a perspective course through SVS, and it's been good. I started just yesterday, so
yeah. It's fun. Brooklyn's been looking for things to like learn, like something else to do.
Just trying to like go back to the basics, because
on certain things.
Yeah. Like, seriously, I feel like I've conned my way into the Sony in some ways. It's like, I don't really know perspective. Like, here's a little secret. I don't know how to paint.
That's just artists, though.
Yeah.
That's kind of feel that
pretty
way.
Normal. It's imposter syndrome. You feel like you're the worst artist there, and you don't know why they hired you. But I'm for real.
But you're the best artist in the world.
No, I'm... Yeah. Anyways. I know I have a lot to learn, so... Just trying little by little.
That's good. Yeah.
So far, so good. Just working on straight lines and ellipses. Yep.
The hard part. I can't do it though. I think it's funny because I joke about it sometimes. Like she does perspective or like her cars are. I always joke that I could draw a better car, or like robots, or I always joke that I could draw better than she can, which is absolutely not true. but yeah, it's cool that
his drawings are not much worse than mine when it comes to
so much
mechanical
worse.
stuff.
We do this thing. We were doing this thing during church a while ago where we'd draw a line and then we'd pass it to the other person. They'd draw a line and we'd add to it somehow and like make a picture kind of thing. And we just like flipped back through them and they were so funny. But the worst ones though is when we did this thing. There's a YouTube channel that does this thing where they have people draw characters from memory. From comic books or from like movies and stuff from memory, and they're like these animators and comic book artists and stuff, and so they'll say, draw Garfield, and people will have to try and draw Garfield from memory. We did that for like a couple times, and
did like Mickey Mouse.
My Mickey Mouse is like it is the most terrifying thing in the whole world. It was so bad. It's like somebody. It's like nightmare. It's like nightmare. Yeah, do it. Just cut it into the bottom part. Okay. It's like nightmare type Mickey Mouse. It's like where you're having a dream and Mickey Mouse is there and he's like, hiya, and stuff, whatever. And then he like morphs into this like this.
Hiya.
Oh, it's bad. And you'll get to see it because it'll be on this video.
Wait, what's that? There's that dream sequence in some movie where a rat is like, play with me. What? Do you know what I'm talking about? Is it Coraline?
Maybe.
Do you guys know what I'm talking about?
Isn't it like a big, like, kind of like animatronic rat, though?
No, it's like a little... It's
big...
Inside Out. It's Inside Out.
Yeah, that's what
it is. She has a dream and there's this rat because she saw a rat in her new San Francisco apartment. Correct. And so she's like remembering all these things in her dream. Play with me. That's what that sounded like.
Yep, it's freaky. It's bad, but we'll put it on here so everyone can see. Other than that, we really haven't done very much.
Nope.
It's
a lot of Animal Crossing.
Because what else do you do when you can't do anything else? Anyway,
draw lines
hope
and
everyone
ellipses.
is doing okay. And yeah, today there is President Nelson has asked to do a worldwide fast, and so we're doing that today. And it's just, I don't know. I think that there is a lot of power in fasting and the faith that it takes to just really focus your efforts on something like that. And I think that we'll see miracles from it. And yeah, anyway, that's what we're doing today. Gotta do sacrament meetings still today, but get all that done. That's all. Anything else? Okay. All right. Good luck, everybody. We love you.
Love you.
Bye.